Good morning children. We are back again with the online classes on science, which is the chapter solids, liquids and gases of your science book. This is chapter 6 in your book. Children, you have been requested as always to please be at home, stay safe and stay healthy, and continue to go through the online classes of all the subjects. And after seeing us the chapter explanation by your teachers, it is requested to please go through your books also. So children, in this chapter solid, liquids and gases, before I start I would like to explain you the basic concept of what solid, liquids and gases are. Those are actually matter. Children, everything around us is matter. Why? Because everything takes some space. Whatever is visible to your eyes is definitely taking some space and is also having some weight. So anything which occupies space or has weight is a matter. That is the simplest of definition. So all the solids, all the liquids, all the gases, they take space. So, and they also have some weight. Okay, think of a tire in your cycle. Maybe if there is no air in it, it will not move. Once it has got weight, the air is blown into it, it becomes heavy and it also takes bigger space and it starts moving. So gas is also a matter. Okay, in the case of liquid, you see that when you have an empty bottle and there is no water, it has less weight, but the moment you pour water inside, it has weight. Since it occupies, the water is occupying space of the bottle, it also has got weight now, so it is a matter. And in solids, you can consider your book. If you hold it in your hand, or the mobile that you are holding right now also has weight. Okay, so these have weight. Now let us study what is a matter. Anything that has weight and occupies space is called matter. Now please think of a solid, you will think of a book, a liquid, milk, a gas, air filled in tires. So children, the book, milk or air filled in the tire, do they occupy space and has weight? Yes, they do have space and they also they do occupy space and they also has weight. Therefore, these example, book, milk, tires are matter. So children, next is the molecular arrangements of solid, liquids and gases. In the picture you can very well see that the solids, liquids and the gases are arranged in such a way that the molecular arrangement is being shown. So in the case of solid, you can see it is tightly packed. The molecules are very tightly packed. That is the reason solids look very tough. It is very hard, it cannot be compressed and it occupies a solid space. In the case of liquid, you see that when you pour the water in the glass and the same water is again poured into a bottle, the same amount of water goes to the bottle and the volume does not change, but the shape changes. First it has taken the shape of the glass and now it has taken the shape of the bottle. The reason is that there is some little space in between the molecules of the liquid. In the case of gas, there is a lot of space between them. That is the reason that when you spray a perfume, you can smell it in the other part of the room also. Why? Because there is so much space that the molecules easily move, because there is a lot of space. So this is the reason that gas you can smell from one place to the other. Next, here is a list of solid, liquids and gases. The difference have been mentioned here. You know that the solids have fixed shape, liquids do not have fixed shape. It takes the shape of the container it is poured into. In the case of gas, they do not have fixed shape. In the case of solids, they have got fixed volume. We all know that we can measure volume, that you have studied in mathematics. In the case of liquids, they do have fixed volume, because when you go and buy a bottle of cold drink, you buy it saying that you want a 500 milliliter cold drink or a 2 liter cold drink bottle. So that is the volume of the liquid, and gases do not have fixed volume. In the case of solids, there is a very little space between the molecules. You can see that between the molecules is very little space. In between these molecules there is little space, and here there is a lot of space between the molecules. So in the fourth case we see that intermolecular force is very high. See, it is tightly packed. That means there is a high force between them. That is the reason they are tightly packed. In this case the force is lesser than solid, and in the case of gas there is no force of attraction at all. See children, here is the forms of matter, solid, liquid, gases, where the examples has been shown. A car, a bag, a bucket, a mop, a bicycle. These are all examples of solid. In the case of liquid, the examples may be water, ink, juice, or petrol or diesel. Gas, you can see the air blown into the balloon is a form of gas. In fact, the steam also is a form of gas, the steam coming out from the hot boiling water. So children, the next part is the purification of water. How can we purify water? We may have water which has got insoluble impurities like sand inside. So how are we going to purify it? Here is how you can purify. It has got three parts. It has sedimentation, decantation, filtration. First sedimentation is done, then decantation, and then filtration. When filtration is done, our water gets purified. Let's have a look. See, in the case of sedimentation, it is allowing the insoluble impurities present in the water to settle down. This can be done only when the water inside it is been settled. I mean, it is not been moved. The container is not moved and it gets settled. The sediments, the impurities get settled below, because those impurities are heavier than the water. The next is decantation. After that, we will lift this entire container like this very slowly, and we will try to pour the water inside in such a way that the sand remains here. So the water will come out. We can see that it is purified water, but it is not that very pure. The third step is this container is taken up and is purified inside from a funnel where a filter paper is being placed. This will allow the impurities over here to settle above and the pure water comes down. This is the process of filtration. So sedimentation, decantation, filtration. Now the water is very pure. I hope it is very clear. The next part I will explain you about the composition of air, land breeze and sea breeze. Thank you.